That comic podcast.
Hello. Welcome to That Comic Podcast. I'm your host, Menti. And with me, as always, are my wonderful sidekicks. First, Mr. Moshko.
Hey, can I kick it?
Hey, Moshkovid, how are you?
I'm good.
How you doing? Feel better?
COVID. Yeah, there you go.
You see?
It still exists. Who knew?
You did. You found out for the rest of us. So Moshko's been quietly battling COVID on all the shows. You might have seen his face, and that's the reason he hasn't been speaking, because he's been muting his microphone.
Take some vitamins, go work out, you'll be fine.
All right, well, then on that wonderful advice, we have P Features.
Hello, Internet.
And then there's Mr. Rob J. Loblaw.
Cyclops sex.
That's
Come
fair.
on, man.
Yeah.
That's fair. He hasn't done anything to make me think otherwise. My favorite thing about the show, especially when you two are on there, is hoping that Cyclops does something to make me side with one of you. But my default is that he sucks.
He has an opportunity to show up, but then he doesn't because he's off doing something lame.
That's also true. And speaking of lame, baby Huey.
Wow.
Sorry, it was just right there. It was just right there. It was just a... Sorry.
Beep you, Menti.
That's fair.
Hey, there it is.
That's fair. That's a callback for the ages. That's fair. All right, so today is going to be a little bit of a different show. And actually, let's just be upfront and honest. Every show moving forward is going to be a little different. And that's because we are going to make some changes here at That Comic Podcast. And for those of you who are longtime
Menti's
fans...
fired.
That's true. I'm out. For any of you who are longtime fans of the show and remember the Fireside days, you would remember that we used to do 2 shows a week. We used to do 2 30-minute shows, and that was because we really wanted to stay more current. But over the years, we kind of focused more on long-form content and on a much longer podcast. And then even when we didn't want it to be a long-form content, Mr. I don't feel like talking is talking a lot.
I have a headache.
Thank you for filling us in. So the 1.5 to 2 hour podcast that we were doing by accident is not where it seems like any of you seem to care. So as we look at the metrics and as we look at the numbers, it seems as though video content is where you all want us to be. So what we plan on doing moving forward is focusing more on that, which we kind of were before, but at the core of everything was the long form audio podcast. And it doesn't make sense to keep pushing for that if it seems as though you guys all like us in snippets more. And to be fair, that's true. I like them all in snippets more as well. So I don't blame
90 minutes a week.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So with that, what does that mean? What does that mean moving forward? Well, that means is instead of Wednesday being an 1.5 to 2 hour podcast and us then trying to make content around that, we're going to focus heavily on YouTube, making shorter form content that's about 15 minutes to 30 minutes twice a week with content that's a lot more relevant than what you're used to. We're usually a week to a week and a half late on breaking news because we always release on Wednesday. We always record on Monday or Sunday sometimes. So that means that by the time we actually start talking about something, even when it's relevant, we're a week late. So to combat that and to become more current, to make sure that you're all up to date. So around the water cooler, you've got all the interesting things to say and we can give you all your opinions and tidbits. That's the plan moving forward, which I believe is not only going to be helpful for us, but I also think that you're going to get a lot more content than you're used to, as specifically seeing all of our, well, some of our handsome mugs. I'm really just talking about features. Sorry, Vance, that was no. You're with the rest of us, buddy.
You guys are beautiful as well.
On the inside, it's true. So yes, moving forward. So this is probably the last kind of longer form show that you're going to get with us for a little bit. We might go back to it later on, but this is something that we want to try for a while. So this is all up in the air, and that means that feedback's going to be important. So feel free, let us know what you're thinking. If you missed the long form audio, let us know. If you like the new content or if you would like to see something more from us. I've heard some people say they miss games. That's something that we could bring back in shorter form on YouTube. If that's something you're interested in, Fireside Fight Club. Remember that was a big one. We had Fusion. Yeah, the Fusion was a fun one. So we had some games that we could bring back into it. There's interesting ways that we can move to more of a video-centric show. So it's still That Comic Podcast. It's just going to be shorter and more often.
One thing to add,
Yeah.
we absolutely want to start doing live shows at some point.
Yes.
But we need people to interact with us. So if you're doing that, if you're not doing that, do it now. And anything we post, put up comments, ask questions there. We'll answer those on the show. And then hopefully we'll get to a point where we'll have enough people who will join us for those live shows where we can interact.
Essentially, I think the idea is after a couple of maybe a month or so of getting used to the shorter format, start doing those shows live. Now, they might only be 15 minutes to 30 minutes, sometimes 45, depending on if the conversation's sparkling. But the goal is that you have more access to interact while we're actually creating the content and ask questions that are important to you, not a week and a half later, but right when it's happening. So that's the idea. Because even right now, we're going to talk about some stuff here on a Monday for us that's going to come out on a Wednesday. But the video that we're going to talk about came out 3 days ago. And so we're going to be pretty late on this stuff. Not for us. We weren't. We were pretty on time. You guys were late because we decided not to release the content.
What we typically find is all the good, juicy stuff happens on Thursday and Friday. And we don't get around until talking about it on Monday, and then it goes up on Wednesday.
And then the comic news always happens to drop Tuesday after we've recorded. And
yeah.
So what does that mean? That also means that the comic reviews might get a little shorter moving forward because, again, the analytics say that you guys don't care as much about the comics. So if that's not true, let us know. The nice thing is that everybody who's listening to this right now, everyone who, excuse me, anybody who's watching also has the ability to change this. We are adapting to what we believe people want to see. So if you are one of those people who want to see something specific that you're not getting from us, if you let us know, we will adapt. We will add it. I don't know if everyone is aware of our long-standing internet relationships here, but we have changed this show several times to try and meet you all where you are. It's part of the reason why we're doing video now. I mean, you go back to Fireside, there was some video, but not many. But now we are producing video at a pretty rapid rate, and we want to up that. So that's moving forward. Let us know what you think. Please, that's a big part of this. We're going to need feedback to adjust and change as we grow and adapt because there's going to be bumps in the roads. But hopefully you all will like the fact that, again, we'll have two longer, I shouldn't say longer, two somewhat long-form content from 15 to 30 minutes, a bunch more shorts, as well as interviews and other things that happen that's breaking sporadically throughout. So there's no set schedule as much anymore. It's really
so smash that like button and subscribe.
Damn, I got to do that
subscribe.
now. Yeah, no, I got to do that now.
Seriously,
it's actually
subscribe.
more important. Yeah, it's more important now that you actually
hit the bell too, because you'll get those notifications when something is either premiering or has posted.
Yeah, we got to do it in the if you like seeing our faces.
Fuck that.
All right, let's get
I'm not faking it to make it. I'm just being myself. So just hit that damn button.
Well, you'll get all the realness from Moshko, but don't trust me. All right, let's move over to the actual meat of today's episode, and that is going to be, first off, what's been going on with Spider-Man, not just the weird little marketing video that we got, but a lot of other set photos and leaks that just came out. Plus, we've got the Gina Carano lawsuit that seems to come to an interesting end. I think that's the best way to word it. And then, since we've already said it twice, fuck Paul. That's all,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. We'll talk about that a little bit. We'll get over there in a little bit. But first, let's talk about Spider-Man 4, brand new day one. James Gunn, his influence on Spider-Man is pretty crazy.
change the game, sir.
I like what they're doing.
So much.
Yeah.
It works specifically, I think, for Spider-Man, just like it did for Superman, because Spider-Man's your friendly neighborhood, so it makes sense for him to be out amongst the people. So, and this effort by Sony/Marvel was phenomenal, and I think all those people that were there weren't even extras; they were just the actual people.
He made a whole big deal about that. Hell, we talked about it before. I mean, there was thousands of people lined up on the set. Go ahead, Lance.
Oh, that was it. I was just saying that's so freaking cool that, you see that out there, that human interaction from the movie. It gives it a little bit of soul that it was kind of missing before.
Oh, they made sure to make sure that was up front and present when Tom Holland snagged that little kid over the guardrail, gave him a big hug, and then did all the Spider-Man poses with him. And it just made me think of Superman giving high fives to a bunch of kids on the set of Superman. I mean, here, and another thing to consider is didn't they just announce the whole making of series is going away? Like they're no longer going to do that anymore.
Really?
If they did, that's cool.
It's no one was watching it. Who cares? But using the actual creation of the movie and all that footage you gather, because they're not going to stop filming it. They're still going to gain all that stuff because I'm sure they'll make some MCU
Everything is content.
80th anniversary or whatever. But using that for marketing is brilliant, and that'll keep people excited all the way up until release instead of just tidbits happening from time to time up until release in the trailer. I mean, it's going to keep people engaged and honestly retain that feeling they have for Spider-Man specifically.
I like the move again because how it does that in the effort of there was going to be people that were there. And the idea is like, oh, I was in this film at this part. So when they go see the film, they're going to grab their friends and go with them. It's like, look, you might see me.
And see if you can find me.
I don't think that's going to happen.
That's not going to happen. They didn't shoot the people on the side.
Whoa.
No.
Did they call the police? No. No, all of the people who were lined up, I guarantee you the camera's not focusing on them.
No.
Yeah, if you saw some of the shots, like where they were, where the barricades were like halfway down the side street. That's where everybody was kind of at. So I'm sure he, kind of just moved around a little bit. What I do look like is Tom doesn't look like a little boy in any of these pictures.
No.
Yep.
He put on some weight.
So
he grew up.
yeah.
Did you see that? I forget who sent it. One of you guys sent it to me. The evolution of his logo.
Oh, that was cool. Baby Huey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but I love it. The idea for anybody who didn't see it. Well, yeah, it's not. Did Marvel say that?
Well, if you go back and look, every movie's been a different logo.
Oh no, I agree with what you sent us. I'll explain it to you all in a second. Let me finish arguing with Baby Huey. But my point is that Marvel themselves didn't say this is why we changed his logo, right?
Oh, no.
Right. Okay. So for those who are unaware of what we're referring to, and why would you? Because we didn't actually say it. The original logo they had for Civil War, when he had a practical costume, had this like bulbous bottom to the logo, right? It was
What's
just
egg?
like, they call it the egg in the video or the photo. And we can make sure that this is up on our social or something for you guys to see it. But then the next logo was a baby spider where it had it was much more angular. It was less menacing looking. It was definitely more childish. Then it moves into Far From Home where the same logo gets a little bit larger, right? Takes up a bit more space. Then all of a sudden, No Way Home's logo has more of a arachnid feel to it, and it's got like sharper edges and points to it instead of the flat legs that the original logos had. And now you've got this Brand New Day logo that is much more of a large spider, like we've seen on Toby and on Andrew's suits. So the idea is that there was this evolution of Spider-Man becoming Spider-Man opposed to Iron Boy from early MCU.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to just take it as it is. It's like the Ninja Turtles, why they got their weapons fan theory. No one said that's true, but I'm going with it. That's true.
Yeah.
That's canon. I don't care what you say. Head canon, baby. That's what it is.
Sometimes head canon is all that's needed.
Head canon is sanity in a world we live in.
Right.
That's how you get through Star Wars. What did you guys think about the Matt Gargan rumors? Have you heard about that? About the who's the guy who played Scorpion?
Michael Mando.
Michael Mando recently posted a picture on his social media where he's focusing on where that scar was that we saw at the end of No Way Home, or not No Way Home, Homecoming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And when he was in the prison, you saw that scar on the side of his face.
This is Scorpion we're talking about.
This is Scorpion, yes.
Mhm.
Now, he has a much more of a pronounced shade of paste, like a pasty white shade around his eye that looks very similar to the Venom eye. And for those of you who might not be aware, Matt Gargan was Venom for a short period of time during the Dark Reign series of Marvel books for Dark Avengers, stuff like that. And he is a new Venom. That's what he is. Now, some people love him. I didn't like him that much, but I know Huey loves him.
That's my favorite look for Venom, hands down.
Now, he's creepy because he has the black eyes within the big white eyes.
Yeah.
So it kind of has that Spawn look to him almost. So he is creepy, and he's definitely much more of a villain. But this rumor has some legs. I mean, we know Scorpion's going to be in it, and we know that ever since what was the animated show, The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, where he had maybe the best episode.
Oh yeah,
that Scorpion episode was incredible. So people have been clamoring for that. We've all wanted that post-credit scene tied up, but there's also a much larger post-credit scene that, since Null's probably not going to be a thing, is a much bigger plot hole with the Venom symbiote just sitting in the there he is.
Oh yeah,
nice.
With the Venom symbiote just sitting in the MCU, now not doing anything if Null's no longer going to be a part of it. So you can tie that up with the barrage of villains that we're getting in No Way Home or in Brand New Day by turning Scorpion towards the end into Venom.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad idea at all.
No.
I'm sure Sony hates it.
Well, we hate no.
I don't hate Sony. I hate.
Oh.
Yeah. See what I mean? I mean, he
Okay.
definitely is holding that like white scar area around his face. So a lot of people are saying that is evidence that he is actually going to portray Venom, which again makes sense if you're trying to close plot threads before you reboot the universe.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense.
That sounds fun. Yeah, that sounds exciting. I like the Easter egg, but not for it being like blatant. You know, if you know, you know.
Yes. Now, do you guys think there's too many cooks in the kitchen? Too many villains have been announced for this damn thing? Think about it. We got Boomerang, Beetle, Tombstone. We got Scorpion. We've got now potentially Venom. We've got Mr. Negative.
Yeah.
We have Punisher and Hulk.
Just montage.
If they montage
Sprinkle a little
Scorpion,
Kingpin in there too.
No, they can montage like Boomerang. All them might be like Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
apparently there's a Rhino head floating around on set too.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh wow.
Here's that logo.
Perfect.
evolution.
Yeah. See, head cannon. I'm into it. Egg sack, egg hatching, baby spider.
Sack.
Yeah, that's what Moshko is going to refer to Tom Holland now moving forward. All of us say web head. He says egg sack. But I like it. I think it's a cool way to look at Spider-Man. All right, let's move on. Let's because I feel like there's nothing else to say. It's just Spider-Man interacting with fans. I did think it was funny with him pulling the top of the tank up. Did you see that? He was trying to get into the tank, and it was obviously rubber, and then he pulls the handle off, and he throws the handle away, and he's still trying to open it.
I don't think we didn't talk about that because that's what Mr. Negative.
Yep.
Well, that's the rumor.
That's the rumor.
Well, the something demon
logo.
logo
Demon
is
logo.
on the side of it.
Yeah, that's. But we don't really know, but that's the rumor.
So
Educated guess.
There's a rumor floating around that Mr. Negative is going to corrupt Hulk, turn him back into the violent Hulk, and Punisher will be hunting him, and that's how Spider-Man's going to get involved in the whole thing.
Great idea.
It's a great idea, but isn't one of Hulk's?
Did you just say it's a great idea, but is it?
Not but is it? But I meant to say, but isn't one of Hulk's abilities like he has like this kind of mental fortitude which allows him to not be able to be corrupted by telepaths or taken control over by telepaths. It's extremely hard for them to jump into the Hulk.
He's not
brain.
being taken control.
Age of Ultron.
Just manipulated.
It's true.
Yeah.
MCU ways.
Ultron.
We've kind of already seen that. But not even that. All you have to do is suppress Banner. Think about this. If Hulk and Banner have merged and Hulk has an actual personality, Hulk's personality has been dormant ever since Smart Hulk started.
Right, remember, even Banner said in the movie they have an understanding of merging.
So that means that dude's just been waiting in the wings. Probably not happy.
Right.
Which will also explain why he recognizes Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they've never actually met. But whatever. That's a whole different story. They'll tackle that in the movie. But I do like that idea of Mr. Negative being the reason that we get Savage Hulk again, and that could lead into the forever rumored World War Hulk that we've heard them talk about forever for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
They can't make the movie, but they can make a special and do it on Disney Plus, and then have roided out Hulk take on everybody. And honestly, you could bring the Sentry back, have them beat each other to a standstill, and we'll all roar.
They did make an animated World War Hulk before, didn't they?
An
Or am I
animated
thinking-
one? They did an
That was
animated
Planet Hulk.
Yeah, Planet Hulk.
Planet
Oh,
Hulk.
Planet Hulk, right? And then
Yeah.
Hulk versus.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, Hulk versus was so good.
Yeah.
That was so good. The Thor fight is just hard to
Yeah.
watch at points. You're just like, can you just stop
Yeah.
hitting Thor?
Beat him through a mountain.
But the Wolverine one was.
The best
That was
one.
hilarious.
The
Yeah.
Wolverine, but that's also because of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Bang! Just kidding.
See, it sucked 'cause there was a couple of good animated Marvel movies, but the DC ones at the time were just killing it.
Who am I to say no to a little murder? He had so many good one-liners in that. All right, let's move on over to Lucasfilm and Star Wars, because this is going to probably change things moving forward. So for those who are unaware, Gina Carano, who played, what was her name in Mandalorian?
Ajax? No.
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune. And a standout, might I say.
Mhm.
Cara Dune was phenomenal. If you are unaware of why Cara Dune was no longer in the show and never referenced once again, even though she was supposed to have her own show, is she was fired pretty sporadically from Lucasfilm for a series of tweets and Instagram posts and such comparing what was going on with COVID to the Holocaust, and that she was being persecuted for right-leaning beliefs. And she then took that to court,
Mhm.
and it was paid for by Elon Musk to make sure that she had enough money to be able to fight Disney, because that's going to cost a lot. But it never made it to court. They settled, and Disney settled. And
Which
they
is
didn't
huge.
apologize, but
Yeah.
that was the closest thing to an apology I think I've ever read. Do we have the actual Lucasfilm statement? Because it was saying things like, we're so happy that this is coming to an end, and that we plan on working together in the future. That's the
I
part
have it
that
here.
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm are pleased to announce that we have reached an agreement with Gina Carano to resolve the issues in her pending lawsuit against the companies. Ms. Carano was always well respected by her directors, co-stars, and staff, and she worked hard to perfect her craft while treating her colleagues with kindness and respect. With the lawsuit concluded, we look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Ms. Carano in the near future. That was Disney's statement. And then her follow-up, Carano's follow-up tweet was, "And the truth shall set you free."
Well, I mean,
I want to know what happened. Something had to happen.
Oh,
Disney never
absolutely.
bends the knee.
No.
Never.
Well, I think that's because there was no choice. And I think a lot of that was because, and I hate to say this because I've heard other people make this claim, and at first I didn't agree, and the more I think about it, I kind of do, that Pedro Pascal probably had something to do with it. Because simultaneously, he was posting a lot on his socials in the very opposite direction, but nobody cared.
Yeah.
So when she was talking about mask mandates and stuff, and he was talking about how important they were, and she was talking about, you can't tell me to wear a mask. Those are two different sides of the aisle that you're not treating the same. Now, do I think the tweets were dumb? Yes. Do I think it was an inopportune time to be making such comments? 100%. But is that reason to lose your job? No. Can you post something stupid on social media without not ruining your entire life? You should. Yeah, no
We
question.
do all the time.
To be fair, that's true. Yeah, to be fair, that's true. So while the larger story around it, I don't necessarily agree with. I also don't agree that she should have ever lost her job, and I also think that she was one of the best parts of The Mandalorian in general.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Her show would have been great, and honestly, her getting fired is what made Jon Favreau want to quit. Jon Favreau kind of phoned it in ever since they got rid of her, because he had a whole big plan that revolved around her show, where she was supposed to go around the galaxy telling the different planets what happened with Luke and the Emperor. So she was supposed to try and sing the praises of the New Republic and get people on the New Republic side, which is a lot of what the comics are talking about, is that they're struggling to reach some of the outer planets and get them a part of the New Republic. Would have been great to see that, and apparently season 4 or season 3 of The Mandalorian had a lot to do with the ramifications of that they had to change last minute. So it would not surprise me if she gets a cameo in Mandalorian Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, there's a couple other bits of information. It's not in the article I'm looking at. I heard it somewhere. She was only allegedly she was only looking for $75,000, which she was making $25,000 per episode. She was basically just looking for 3 episodes worth of money.
Well,
now the other thing is her family is filthy rich, so this wasn't about money. Her family owns casinos.
Wow.
Money isn't a problem for her. A lot of this was strictly principle, and the fact that she had been, really trying to break into more acting roles. Like, I mean, we all have seen what she did before that. I think she was in like an Expendables film. Like, this was really the first big, thing that she was doing that actually was getting some praise for her ability. And then all that was just shut down.
Right, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
She was great.
The other thing is she also stated that at no point has she ever met Elon Musk or talked to him.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah,
said, thank you, Mr. Musk and X, even though I've
Yeah.
never met you.
And Fast 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and she look. I have never heard anyone say anything bad about her who's actually met her. The only people I hear say negative things about her are people who have no idea who or what she's like. Right.
I mean, that's typically everybody that gets a bad name usually.
Well, and the irony of being able to look at their social medias to see if they said any stupid shit is the funniest part about it all, because you can scroll through and go, yeah, you're posting a lot of dumb stuff as well.
Right.
I'm not saying you should lose your job.
We're at this weird place in the world when it comes to that. It makes me feel like that old Chappelle joke when he's like, "Where's Ja? I need him to somebody find him to make sense of all this." Like why do we care about a celebrity's opinion, political opinion at that, when I'm only watching you for this content that I appreciate? That's
Well, it's because there were 2 sides of the aisle, and one believed that she was doing harm to people around her. Because it was a weird scenario where by wearing a mask protected other people. And that was kind of the point of it. So people, especially left-leaning, all were specifically cities where it mattered the most, were saying, I can't believe you're promoting this because you're going to get people killed. So that's the idea. So I don't disagree with the sentiment from the left about why they were so upset with her and having which they eventually started calling right-wing opinions. But it doesn't, again, mean because you disagree with them that you get to ruin their life.
right.
That's the point. The point is that Disney absolutely made a snap decision to fire her without talking to anyone, and might have illegally fired her, which is why they just did what they did.
Right.
There was a good chance if this went to court, we were going to see all the emails, we were going to see all the documents around it, and they didn't want that to come out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I think that's more why she won than actually Disney giving a damn. I think Disney
release the Carano files.
Nice.
Yo, I wasn't going to make a clip out of this, but that was so funny. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Release the Carano files. All right. Well, that's that. I expect to see her in other things, and I'm excited to see her in other things.
Yeah.
Because, again, her political opinion doesn't mean much to me. Just, I'm sorry. That joke it's like ping pong in my head. It's just rattling around. Oh, that's so funny. All right, let's talk about Paul, because fuck Paul.
Who the fuck is Paul?
Paul was who Mary Jane left Peter for.
So this is the book I'm not reading.
Yeah, it's the book that no one's really reading. But
just Lance.
A while back, we found out that Mary Jane was taken into like this alternate universe from like the Scribble Man or whatever the hell his name was.
Yep,
and
that's right.
While he was in there with Paul, she formed a relationship with him while Peter was trying to figure out a way to get back in. It's like she sacrificed her way out to let Peter get out because it was more important that he be Spider-Man.
Peter's been trying to get back in since Brand New Day.
Wow.
Good one.
Wow.
Good one.
Wow. Well, Paul beat him to it. And so Paul and her, so he only spends like a couple days trying to get back into this other dimension, but to Mary Jane and Paul, it was years. So they end up having a relationship. They have kids. And when she gets back
Is
out,
Paul just like a normal dude?
he's just,
Yeah.
yeah, but he's kind of a douche.
Right, but does he have powers?
No.
Is he...
He's
No.
got he's got a freaking man bun.
He's a regular dude, and they had fake ass
Hey,
kids.
Lance could be doing that right now if he wanted to.
That's true. Lance,
Man, bun it
mad.
up, Lance.
Yep.
no,
it's okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Where's my scissors?
I can't. I just want him to come back in a suit called Top Knot.
Yeah.
Well,
Top knot.
the important thing is ever since Mary Jane helped ruin Venom, that she is going to now leave Paul because her book's just not good. Because, not every character needs to be a superhero.
So she left Peter to pay Paul?
She
Or-
left,
There you go.
She left Peter for Paul
wow.
and is now
Got it.
losing Paul for herself.
For Venom.
Because they're
For Venom.
going to kill her at the end of this series.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
I think they're just going to start.
That's ultimate.
They're going to start bring. Yeah, right.
No.
They're going to start bringing things back to right. I think
Yeah.
because again, some characters are defined by their side characters.
Mm-hmm.
Some characters are great because of the support system around them and what makes up their book. But they decided to go the True Blood route where everybody needed to be something. I hate True Blood for that reason. True Blood starts great.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Such a good
then
show,
we start
then.
getting into
Yeah.
were-panthers and lava-throwing fairies. You know what I mean? Like, they're throwing lava
Weather
fireballs. Weather bitches. Yeah, weather bitches are all over the place now. But again, that's what they had to do with Mary Jane, and now that's why Mary Jane sucks. I mean, look at Gwenpool. Look at the new Gwenpool that's actually Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Mm.
But it's not.
Uh,
Did you read the newest issue?
No!
no.
It's all right. So real fast, it's the remnants from. Remember when they brought everyone back as clones a couple years ago?
Yeah.
It's her remnants from that clone.
Okay. Still dumb.
The,
Yeah.
the,
It's better dumb, but it's dumb.
Better.
the Gwen body is still buried in the cemetery.
I mean, not good, but good.
But
Dang.
Yeah. No, it's and Gwenpool was actually a great character.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked how Gwenpool was her own thing. And the needing to force it to be Gwen Stacy was dumb, just like forcing Venom to be Mary Jane was dumb.
Yikes.
see, there's Gwen's corpse.
Spoiler alert
Right.
for all 4 of you that are reading that book. No, I mean 3. Sorry, Baby Huey's on the show. All right. So yeah, Paul's first off, Paul's single, and now Paul will probably die in Deadverine and Wolverpool. Remember there was in the
Yeah.
free comic book
Deadburn
day.
and Wolfpool.
Well, there
Yeah.
was 2 characters that they become comic characters, and they become weird versions of Deadpool and Wolverine. It was like a couple that becomes a weird version of Wolverine and Deadpool.
A
But
thruple.
it was the stupidest book. I was like, this is so dumb in the free comic book day until you get to the last part where they decide to kill Paul, and I'm like, well, I'm going to read this book now.
Yeah, let's get Paul out.
Because here's the one thing that whether you feel good or bad about Gina Carano joining Star Wars again, we can all agree that Paul sucks.
Yes.
Doesn't
Paul
matter
must
what
die.
side of
Yep.
the aisle you were on, Paul sucks. So,
Quick question.
yeah.
Lance, who sucks more, Cyclops or Paul?
Oh, Paul.
Oh.
No question,
Oh.
Paul. Paul.
Damn.
It's
All day.
Oh,
It's all.
Paul.
yeah.
Don't you dare even say something else because you know it's Paul.
I played the fifth.
Dude, Paul sucks more than the rebranded Lobo. That's how
Paul,
much
Paul
Paul
does
sucks.
suck.
You remember how bad that rebranded Lobo
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
They tried to make him the Twilight vampire.
New
Yeah.
52. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paul's
Paul's worse.
terrible.
Paul's dumb. Paul just makes me angry and my blood boil. And Paul helped ruin Spider-Man comics.
Hey, you know what though? I can prove Cyclops sucks because it looks like in the newest issue of X-Men, Cyclops is in jail.
Ha.
That doesn't mean he sucks. That doesn't mean he sucks.
Yeah, he
That's
got
just
caught.
up in his street
He's
cred.
sucking. Yeah, he sucks enough to get caught.
That doesn't mean he sucks.
No, he's got
Superman
more
gave
street
himself
cred
up.
now.
You know what I mean? That's not that. Just because you got locked up doesn't mean you suck. He could be. He could.
And
I don't.
beat up. He's all
I don't know
bloody.
why he's not shooting people. You know what I mean? He's behind
He
the cap.
sucks.
He still has his visor on, and he can still shoot people. And he doesn't even make a concussive blast. Can he just knock the wall down?
Yeah.
That's how bad he sucks. He doesn't realize he can do that.
All right, that's
No.
fair. That's fair. He does suck again. He does just suck again, because theoretically, unless he's keeping himself behind those bars, he could theoretically get out.
Of course he's keeping himself behind those bars. Really?
Yes, really.
Ah. Okay.
This is the guy who took the Phoenix Force for himself and then killed Charles.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Charles was plotting on his girl for a very long time.
Yeah,
Dirty Mac and Jean.
yeah, but that was a long time ago.
well, while Cyclops does suck, there is another mutant who definitely does not suck, and that's Storm.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Because what? Say something. That book was great.
Oh, I think that was Robert Loblaw's transition into the comics. I think that's what we
Sorry.
got. Smart move, because it's about that time. So comic books. We're now about to talk about comic
We were
books.
talking
There you
about
go.
comic
There's
books,
our
right?
segue. All right.
Top knot, no more.
Well, go ahead. Talk about Storm, because you're the only
All
one.
right. Whoa. You gonna take that features?
No, he's not the only one. Storm is phenomenal.
Yeah, in fact, why don't you tell us about Storm features?
Listen,
Because Lance didn't read it.
No, I read it. Hadad is coming and we're all gonna die.
yeah. So the Storm War is beginning, and as of right now, Storm, as the host of Eternity's went somewhere else. So he's not inside her body as of right now. She's still the mightiest mutant on Earth.
Yeah.
When he's
And-
inside her body. I'm just sorry. You're throwing him up.
I
You're,
did. I
you're
did.
throwing him up.
But one thing I really do appreciate about how they're writing Storm's characters, you're finding out a lot more about her history. It is rich within the Marvel universe.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never knew before she was a direct descendant of Agamotto, the first Sorcerer Supreme.
The
That's awesome.
original.
Yeah,
Really?
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. That's
Like,
cool.
Storm
Man.
in this book is truly a badass.
I'll
The
tell you
way
what.
she should be written.
I'll tell you what, they did a great job in 11 issues to make Storm really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
One World Under Doom makes her look horrible in a single frame.
Yeah. Oh man.
Did you guys read
Like-
One World Under Doom?
Did not.
Oh, buddy. Did they
Oh,
make
man.
her look dumb as hell?
Oh,
Not only did they make her look dumb as hell, they make everyone dumb, but
Yeah.
specifically Storm. Because they point her out by name.
Damn.
So
tell me more.
One World Under Doom this week was great because it was a battle of wits live on air between Emperor Doom and Reed Richards. And Reed Richards thinks he kind of has the upper hand on Doom, and he keeps talking about like how you're doing terrible things, you're awful for the country and blah blah blah. You're awful for the world, blah, whatever. And at one point, he's like, "Why do you think you deserve to rule?" Essentially, and Doom goes off on a tangent about how had the actual people in charge with all of these gifts done something about the horrors of the world, all of it would be eradicated, and they decided not to do it. And he points at every single one of the heroes. And Storm specifically, he says, someone can control the weather could quite literally wipe out all natural disasters, as well as make sure that there's world hunger ends overnight. But has decided never in her life to do that.
And made a base up on the moon.
Yeah, and left and made a base on the moon for herself and
Or
people like
Mars,
her.
wherever it was.
So instead of helping the world, she decided to leave and create a better one for herself. And then he says, and then the mutants in general solve death and then still don't share it with the rest of the world.
Well, I mean, to be
Didn't
fair,
Wakanda do that for forever?
Oh, they make fun of. He says, "Send to Wakanda." He goes, and then you have Black Panther and Wakanda with all of their technological wonders and advancements, and again decide to let the world suffer. He talks about Reed. He talks about the Avengers. He point by point, and you can't refute it. That's the worst part when you read it. You're like, he kind of has a point.
No, that kind of he does.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
it was it's one of those moments that shows how good Doom is. And the craziest part is when he starts talking about the people he sacrificed, and and you have this moment where Reed thinks he's making, like, he's finally winning. And Doom goes, "I will make that sacrifice over and over and over if it means the rest of you survive."
Dang.
ouch.
And it's like he deflates every single argument up until a point where the big spoiler alert here for this point, but a team breaks into breaks into Latveria and finds out that all of the people of Latveria are being held hostage, and that they're all giving up their life force
Huh.
to power Doom to be as strong as he is. So the reason why
Oh.
Doom is so influential is he's being powered by the civilians of Latveria's life force. So it's bolstering his power so much more.
Wow.
So that's part. So they figure that out and they tell the world, and then he kind of has a meltdown and he starts like pulling
Did
Reed
he
apart.
did he kill Reed? Like,
Didn't really, I don't think he killed him, but he definitely started pulling chunks of his face off.
Oh, what?
yeah.
Whoa.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's gonna get a little makery looking.
This is one of the best of the books so far in One World Under Doom, because the conversation between those two hits hard. Because there are so many times that you're like, I disagree with that. And then he makes his point and you're like, oh, I don't disagree as much anymore.
You know, when you mentioned like the way he was just kind of tearing everybody apart verbally, I didn't read the book, but I got headcanon now of him pointing to Cyclops and being like, you're too easy.
Well, Cyclops was one of the first to die and come back at Krakoa, and they never told anybody. So, you know.
Yeah, hey, but fits.
I mean, it's kind of hard with the X-Men, to be honest, just because, Genosha. Like, it's kind of
right.
hard.
Yeah.
With the rest of them, it's a little different, but specifically the mutants, it's a little like...
They got a valid excuse or a reason. Like, you guys didn't appreciate us while we were here. So...
Well, it reminds me a lot of World War Hulk when he goes to the Xavier Mansion and then he finally breaks in and he messes everybody up and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's like telling Xavier to get out there and they're like, do you realize how much it sucks for us? and then Hulk goes, you're right, and leaves. He's like, I'd rather just let you continue existing the way you're existing instead of killing all of you. That's worse. So
wow.
And I get it. I mean, that is a really reductive way of talking about Krakoa and the Krakoa era and why they created those vaccines and medicines. And like the whole point was leave us alone on Krakoa, and then they didn't. So I don't necessarily blame the mutants for not giving that over. But Doom makes a point.
I know it is a point, but I think he relied on pulling on the public's heartstrings about these issues instead of actually
going into the
taking them
nuance of each one.
Yeah.
Some of the nuance doesn't matter for each of them. Like Storm, there's no question.
Well,
no question.
And
okay, so starving children should wait because Storm doesn't feels.
So she's kind of got her hands full right now with like
she
keeping the entire universe alive.
Right, but what about this 50 years before?
Has
now?
she always had that? Has that always been what she's been
maybe.
going through?
We don't know.
We don't know. We also don't know how her
many X-Men
affect
comics are there?
balance.
Huey, do me a favor. Just do a quick Google. See how many?
I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
Just,
you
how many
can't
X-Men
count all
comics
the
was
ones that-
Storm in?
Didn't the bulk of them get canceled?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't.
So she
count the
has a lot of
canceled
free time.
So she's like in this like court being judged by all these gods, and like everyone's hating on her, and then Beta Ray Bill is like, "Yo, that's my chick."
Yeah.
So yeah, like
it's a shame that none of the Earthlings are saying that.
no, there wasn't any Earthlings there.
I know.
Well,
She
there's
decided
also
to give up on Earth.
She didn't
Again,
do
I
it.
really
There's a- I think there's-
because again, Doom is controlling the world right now. All of her friends are under the rule of Doom, and she's like, "Nah, Rocco, Mars."
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying, priorities right now are a little out there.
I feel like it's
That was my least favorite book,
slander.
Baby Huey.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
How's
it's not a bad book. It's not bad at all. It's just my least favorite.
Fine.
Ultimate Wolverine.
No, we can talk about Ultimate Wolverine for a second.
What didn't you like about Ultimate
It's
Wolverine?
just slow and kind of it was just a
It's,
setup.
I mean,
book.
it's a little setup,
It's a
but
setup
I love it. I love the new look on the costume.
I didn't like the white. X because I liked him as the Winter Soldier and being this stealth thing, and now you're like, let me make sure everyone sees me.
Yeah, I want the mask back on. That was cool.
He's doing the Batman thing. I want you to see me coming.
That's not Batman. That's Moon Knight. What Batman does is he makes a 10-year-old wear it.
It's
And then the 10-year-old gets all the bullets as he's running a few feet ahead in the shadows. No, don't worry. They can't see you either in your yellow, red, and green.
In your targeted colors.
Yeah. And don't put on pants either for some reason. Don't for some reason. So, yeah, it's not Ultimate Wolverine's not bad by any means. It's just
It's a lot of setup.
it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like I got a lot
It
of
is,
setup
yeah.
in the last issue.
It's leading to the Civil War. That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
But
it does feel like a better X-Men book than X-Men, though.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I
one's
mean-
canceled. So.
Wait, did it really get canceled?
Oh, I thought all of the X-Men books got
Oh,
canceled.
I mean,
all of them
Ultimate.
except
I'm talking
for
about Ultimate X-Men.
Uncanny
Oh,
and
yeah.
X-Men.
I'm talking about
well,
the Peach
yeah.
Momoko one. Or
See, Cyclops
Yeah.
sucks so much he couldn't keep the books from being canceled.
Right.
The
Well,
books that got canceled, he
yeah.
wasn't in.
but that also
Boom.
that speaks to Wolverine, Gambit, and Nightcrawler. And I wouldn't don't open up that Pandora's box. You got a lot to defend on that one. All right, let's move on to the absolutes because both of them were great. Absolute Superman
yeah.
still outstanding.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, this one especially. Holy crap!
Really
Yeah.
love Jimmy and Lois. Really liking the way that their
Yes.
characters are. And I Ra's al Ghul as the main villain. Loving that. Like
Yeah.
that switch and making him this bigger, powerful villain that's not necessarily as cloaked as he is in standard DC.
I
Right.
want him to only defeat his foes by turning them into babies.
No. And then just that little toss out the window.
Yeah, just off
Oh,
the building.
It's amazing how that panel out of context is horrible. And then in context, you're like, well, I mean, the guy was a guy 12 seconds ago. So, yes,
I
he did
stopped
kill him.
reading after that. I said, "This can't get any better." So I'm done.
Yeah, right. Batman's kicking babies. Ra's al Ghul's
Yeah, the
throwing
absolute
babies.
universe does not like babies.
Well, we got to keep in mind this is Dark Side's universe, so
That's
these
true.
things are probably prone to happen.
That's true. That's very true. I do think Absolute Green Lantern was better this week, though.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
yeah.
Yes.
Absolute Green
100%.
Lantern, and I felt so vindicated when they actually said Black Hand, and I went,
Yeah,
It's, I mean,
Yes.
I shouldn't feel vindicated because the writing was on the wall and everyone was saying the goddamn thing, but
Man.
I still felt good about it.
So that was the lantern, right? The thing
Which
that
one?
fell from the sky and crushed the town? That was the lantern.
I thought that was his ship.
I think that
I
was a
thought so
ship.
too, but
It's
then
in
they
the shape
pointed.
of a lantern, so.
But then it
yes.
lit up in this book as the lantern. It like sat up and lit up, right?
But I don't think that's the main power battery, is what you're saying? You're
Yeah.
saying it's the power battery? I don't think it is. I think the power
Okay.
battery is probably still on Oa. We don't know what Oa is yet. We don't know where Alvin Soar comes from. Like,
Right.
so much of this story is more about Hal Jordan dealing with the Black Hand. By the
Yeah.
way, how grotesque did he get?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hal is the new what's the main Black Lantern's name? Starts with an N.
Necron.
Is it Necron?
Yeah, Necron.
something. Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like I
Necron.
feel like 40K.
yeah. That's what
Right.
I was. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm not too versed in Green Lantern like that, but that Black Hand storyline would when I
Well, and it kind of sets up a different
Necron.
Blackest Night mythos.
Yeah, yeah.
Not mythos. What's the word I'm thinking of?
lore.
No. In the main continuity, everyone talks about the Blackest Night as a prophecy. It's a new
Right,
prophecy.
right.
Oh, right.
They're starting to kind of come up with a prophecy. They don't explain much about the Green Lantern. Oh, Feature's got some. What do you got?
Did the Green Lantern oath?
Yeah, we haven't gotten that yet.
We have
Well, not really.
kind of sort of. Not
They
the
use
entire thing.
words.
Yes, but to
Use
imagine
words.
that the oath it starts from her wedding vows.
Yeah, that was interesting.
was
Oh,
cool.
right.
That was interesting. Well, because it doesn't really seem as though that Abin Sur in this world has an oath.
Right.
Dude doesn't say much besides "you've been judged."
That's the
So,
oath.
Joe's the Green Lantern, right? Hal's the Black Lantern.
Spoiler alert!
Yes. Yes.
Before you get
Big
to that
spoiler
final
alert.
page, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Kind of loving that. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah, and then John Stewart is the Yellow Lantern or Gold
No.
Lantern. Sorry.
White Lantern.
Yes.
White
The
White,
White
Lantern.
He's a
Oh,
White
right, because the
Lantern.
round.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And the White
Yes.
Lanterns are
They're like
closest thing you're gonna get to like a God
Perfect.
Lantern,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's really just Kyle. So the fact that it's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to John, I like John Stewart being the White Lantern a
Yes.
lot because
Yeah.
Oh,
John's dedication to order.
Yeah.
I really like him being the White Lantern. Also because I play
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering, and that just feels right.
So this is top of the list for me, and it has been for the last 3 issues at least, and it's still up at the top. The
Yes.
best absolute book.
the
Ooh, best. I don't know if I give it the best
Yep,
absolute.
I'll
Book.
say
It was the best this week, but it's not better than the 10 Supermans. 5 Green Lanterns
It's-
don't beat the 10 Supermans.
you-
It's
could
so
could argue it's
entertaining.
top 5 though.
top five.
What-
Well,
what's it?
there's only 5 books.
I know, but I'm saying in the absolute universe of those books, would you say the Green Lantern would make top 5?
There's only 5 books.
Is it?
Green Lantern, Superman, Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
So yes, the answer is yes. It definitely
If it
makes the top
doesn't,
5.
Manhunter. Martian Manhunter.
Oh, Martian Manhunter. Okay.
Ooh,
So,
all right.
so technically,
Yeah.
it might not.
Hmm.
That's 2 for me. Number 2. So Lantern, Manhunter, Superman, then
Wow.
Batman.
Oh.
Yeah,
They're all number 2 for me.
Are you calling him Poopy? Is that what you're doing over there?
Do you
Like a
read
boss.
them all?
Like a
No.
Well, did you get a chance to read Daredevil?
Yes, I did.
That was Cold Day in Hell. Was what a way to wrap it up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
can we all just say that the standout? Spoiler alert: the standout is Frank.
Yes.
Can we all just give Frank his
Frank
flowers?
the Tank.
Literally, literally, dude. When Frank came out of the suit as just a stump,
Yeah.
biting the face off of Bullseye was a wild panel because you knew he was coming. You knew that at some point he was going to show up in that mech suit. But when he left the mech suit and was still doing damage, I was like, "That's the Frank I know."
Yep.
There he is. Yeah, I
Man.
didn't think it was going to end the way it did, though, of like them failing.
I
Like
gotta
the-
read it. I'm
oh,
excited.
Oh, my bad. Spoiler alert.
Oh no, I don't care about
Whoops.
spoilers. Go
Well,
ahead.
so now I'm trying to figure out how to say this without.
Say it.
Just say it.
All right. Well,
Anticipation.
the way it ends with essentially everyone dying and losing, and
Nice.
the bombs blowing up throughout the city, and everyone starting to scream because they're going blind and they're attacking each other, and then while that's going on, Daredevil dies.
Yeah.
Was a wild way to go because he doesn't truly make it. And if anything, he doesn't even really save the day. All he does is inspire someone else to become a hero.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Punisher does more to save the day than Daredevil really does.
Daryl was like,
Yeah.
bucket.
He's trying. He's just not doing
Yeah.
a great job
Yeah.
because he's losing his powers. To be fair, he's losing his powers at
Yeah.
the same time. So he's fighting
Roll.
and then turning blind while fighting,
Yeah.
and not having that the echolocation or so. Anyway,
Yeah, that's a bad mix fighting Bullseye, who
Yeah.
just took some stuff to get his I don't know.
oh, it just
Parkinson's. He got it straight.
slugged. Yeah, slug
Yeah.
that whatever drink that he does. They,
Just
Yeah.
meth.
Yeah.
but I loved his speech about
Mhm.
how he felt irrelevant without a hero to fight. That
Yeah.
like his purpose in life was to entertain through chaos, and that Daredevil was the counter to make sure that everyone was entertained.
Hmm.
That like not having someone to fight is the thing that gave him what made him go worse because his reason for existing stopped.
It's very Joker Batman.
Kinda. It felt very Joker
yeah.
Batman. Yeah, it was a good book.
Yeah.
It was a wild ending. Good book
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I just after the MS Paint Electra, it was really hard for me to stay invested. But I want to read the conclusion, so I'm excited.
I didn't know it was
I
only
got
3
it.
issues.
Right. I thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 6? I thought it was supposed to be
Did
6.
did the 1 out of 3 in big print on the first issue?
Dude, I get too excited to look at that kind of stuff. I am
Yeah.
already reading by the time. Oh, is it Daredevil? He's old man. Oh. I'm not paying attention to that.
1 of 3.
That's what you're on the show for. You pay attention to shit. All right. The only last book that I read, which was outstanding, was Captain America 2.
Nice.
Yep, there it is. Big 3 of 3. Was it there? 1 of 3 on the first issue?
Yeah.
No. But yeah, Captain America 2, this new take on Captain America that's connected more to current events and him coming out of the ice in modern times with a Captain America that has already replaced him. So
Right.
the premise of the story for anybody who's not reading this is that Cap comes out of the ice. He's approached by the Avengers and he turns them down because he doesn't have any connection to them. And the only thing he knows at this point is the military. So he joins back up with the military to learn the world. And he meets this new Captain America who has been raised in today's day and age.
Hmm.
So you start to really see the divide between the two of them as they try and do an extraction from Latveria together, the two of them fighting together, and they come across some rebels who want to take out Doom. And new Captain America is like, those aren't our orders. We don't care about these people. We got to do our job and get out of here. Because we are the ever-watching America that's keeping tabs on everything. We don't need to be a part of this. We're already watching it. We've been given our orders. Where Captain America, Steve, is like, well, no, we know there's a bad guy there. We go get the bad guy because that's what we do. That's like kind of the whole thing. And so he says, you know what? I'm out. I'm not. I'm going to go help the rebels. And he says, I'll be your distraction so you guys can get away, finish your mission, and I'll do it. So he goes to help them, and similar to like the Flag Smashers, they go to assassinate Doom. And he can't let it happen because it's not Captain America's way. He's not going to let someone get shot in the back of the head, even if it's Doom. So he stops them. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying it's such a cool dynamic, like between them, and I'm sad that I missed it because I would have picked it up had I known it was coming out.
Well, the temper in the new Captain America, I'm positive this is new John Walker. Like he won't be Captain America long. He'll become somebody new, but I don't know if he'll be a hero because the way he's very similar to Steve. He's a nerdy little kid that was given this serum, and he's now very powerful. But he's in the modern day America where Big Brother's kind of everywhere. So
is it Steve that breaks, or is it? What's his name? David?
He snaps at one point and screams and yells, and he's obviously more temperamental and emotional than Steve is. Steve doesn't have his bearings yet. Steve doesn't truly understand the world yet. And the more he learns about America's surveillance, the more he's like, well, that's not freedom, and that's not what I was told.
Right.
We were fighting for.
So it's old school ideals versus new ones.
Well, what was interesting, which was this big old spoiler alert for anybody who's not reading this book, is that at the very end, it turns out that it was a Doom bot, because of course it was, and Doom finds him, and you're like, this big fight between Captain America and Dr. Doom's about to happen, but Doom goes, "That's Steve Rogers, the original Captain America, a hero. I'd like to welcome you to Latveria as the hero you are." And he puts his hand out and helps Captain America stand up.
Huh.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Sign me up.
Love it. And the next issue shows the two of them fighting on the cover. But to be honest, we saw Reed and Doom fighting in One World Under Doom, and they didn't really fight.
We also saw the Mushroom Man on the cover of the Daredevil book.
And it wasn't in the book.
It wasn't in the book.
Issue 24 comes out this month, and it's just Daredevil on the cover, so they're doing something right.
I really hope he's in the book.
He won't be in the book. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
No,
I think
I'm all read out.
Pretty quick week.
It's good. It was a really good week.
It was a good week.
There was a couple books I didn't get to. I wanted to read Cul-de-sac, that horror book. Looked really cool. I wanted to read the new Wolverine that came out, the Chris Claremont Wolverine. Oh, yeah, there it is. I hate his new costume.
I was gonna say, what do you think? What do you think?
You hate
I
it?
hate that costume so much. That weird not star thing that connects it. I hate that costume.
I thought it looked cool on the cover of the first one as an alternate, but
David looks great. That kind of greenish Captain America costume that he's wearing, that's more like a soldier. Like, I still think the original MCU Captain America soldier uniform is the best one.
From the first one?
From the first one.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of great ones ever since, but it's still the one that screams soldier to me. So when I look at this suit, I'm like, you don't scream soldier to me. You look like you're trying to be superhero right now, but at this point in your career, you want to just be a soldier because you're so early out of the ice. You're going to the middle. Like, he's working for Thunderbolt Ross because he doesn't know where else to go. And he doesn't know what the Avengers are or what they stand for. So I love it. I think this new Captain America is great. I think the last Captain America was outstanding until the Penguin. I think the Penguin wasn't the worst thing that ever happened like Moshko did, but it definitely was a turning point, and that where that book started to fall off.
This week we've got some cool books.
Oh, do we?
Can I, before you even,
Go ahead.
I was looking at this, and I wanted to show you a cover of a book that I think we've all kind of threw under the rug and are not really reading it anymore, but this might make us want to read it.
Oh!
That is
That's
Muse.
exactly what I was just
on
gonna
the
talk
cover
about.
of Carnage.
Yes, I love this book, and we talked about it last time this book came out of Muse Carnage. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this book.
And looks like an alien.
It
but-
does.
Yeah,
But
see that?
I will say that's not the first time they've done that with Carnage, but I do love the idea of Muse becoming the new Carnage.
Yes.
That's the
Ah.
the whole merging of characters I find tedious and a lot of times lazy, but that's one I will get behind.
That's
So wait,
exactly what I was talking about. Or
does
was
that
gonna
mean
say.
Venom is moving back over to
Eddie.
because didn't we just get a version of
Nope.
Venom that
Eddie's
looks like
dead.
a Power Ranger?
Eddie's dead.
Spoiler alert.
That was last issue.
I didn't read
We
last
talked
issue.
about it. Sorry, I thought we talked about it.
No, I didn't.
Spoiler alert.
I'm now finding out that an old friend has passed away.
Yep. Well, they didn't kill, and so yeah.
I love that. I mean, well, I hate that he's dead, but I do like that Venom might become something else.
Yeah, I love this book. I'm
Yeah,
hyped.
that's really cool. I might
We got
jump back in. I gave up after issue 2, not because it was bad. It's just too many things were coming out, and after I was
Yeah.
like 3 issues behind, I was like, well, I guess I'm done with this.
we got Bug Wars coming.
I have read the first one and haven't read any since, but I have all of them. I keep saying I'm gonna read it, and I just never do. Yeah, I'm excited for
Tomorrow
Bug
you're reading them.
No, I'm not. Because we've got the Ultimates this week. We've got Transformers this week. We've got Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion this week. We have, I mean, who cares about Daredevil? We have Dark Patterns is this week. Another book I'm very behind on. Spider-Man and Wolverine. Another book I'm very behind on. What
Predator
Ghost.
kills the Marvel Universe.
Superman: The Kryptonite Spectrum. I heard bad things about this. I'm gonna definitely check it out, but I could be making that up, but I feel like I heard something weird about that.
Jedi
go,
Knights
Lance.
number 6.
Jedi Knights is exciting.
Magic.
Predator versus the Marvel Universe is this
Yes,
week.
kills the universe.
Even better.
I might get that.
No question, I'm getting that. The last one was so good. New champions. I hate Fairyland. Don't care. The Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. Didn't know that was a thing that was happening
Yes, the third time.
because it makes money. Good for you.
Yeah, yep.
Ooh, who is with Godzilla? Godzilla. Here there be aliens. Oh, it's the
That
it's,
Ultraman?
Yeah, nice.
It's the Godzilla superhero. What's his name? He showed up in Godzilla versus the
Jet Jaguar.
yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Yeah, he showed up in the Power Rangers crossover. He fought alongside the Power Rangers, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is that it? Still a great week.
Space
I
Ghost,
say that
Coast
it
to
like
Coast.
I say that it like it's not a yeah.
Yeah, it's a hell
It's
of
a
a
good
week.
week. It's a
We're eating
really
good.
week. All right. Well, I think on that note,
Someone's
Green Goblin #1. Have
gonna
you
be a
been reading
quicker
any of
show.
the bad guy stuff? Bring on the bad guys.
No,
Yeah,
No.
neither have I. Godzilla
the
versus
covers
Thor.
are cool, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Transformers 21 with this wild cover. Fan Expo
That's
Chicago.
It's
Yeah.
a reprint.
All right. Definitely going to be a good week. No question on that.
I'm excited
Hell
for
yeah.
Transformers.
Yeah. Transformers used to be an auto read on Wednesdays, and now it's like I break my books into 3s and then read them in the mornings. That has now fallen very low in the pile.
Would probably still be reading it if there wasn't this these events going on with Marvel and DC with Absolute and Ultimate. I almost guarantee it.
What, I'd still be reading it?
Yeah.
Oh, I am still reading it. It's one. I
think
have
so.
yet to drop that. It's just it's becoming very samey. Like
Mm.
I can't we're 20 issues in and I can't tell you what's really happened.
Well, a couple more issues, and we're gonna have that nice little soft reboot.
I'm good with that. I'm good with
So-
that because I still love this. This is still the best Transformers property, other than Transformers 1 that I've gone through and since I was a child, and even then, it wasn't the biggest franchise in my world. You know, it competed with Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles. Sorry, buddy, you were third.
This was out way before all that.
Well, yeah, but not in my childhood because I wasn't out way before all that. You know what I mean? Like that's not what I was watching. That was before.
Oh man, you know what we missed this week?
What's
How's
that?
that?
What?
We'll probably talk about it next week. Illuminati #2. I missed it.
Oh. Yeah, I missed that too.
Oh, that's
man, I
right.
was
No, I
thinking-
didn't.
No, we
It's-
didn't have it.
It's I tried to get it. I tried to get it. They didn't order enough at the shop, and then we couldn't find it at the other one. So, yeah, I do want to definitely go back into that. But yeah, it was.
Well, if you go in the comic universe, you can on the website.
Oh, it's now a part of my pull list. It just wasn't before, and I made the mistake of assuming other people knew good books.
Good job, Michael.
I thought there was going to be enough of them ordered. I thought somebody at Comic Universe listened to our show. All right. I think that's going to do it for this week. Yeah, you can find the show at That Comic Podcast everywhere online. It's at That Comic Podcast, your social media choice. I would argue right now, YouTube is the biggest place to go. That's where we need the most support. So if you haven't already, head over to YouTube, give us a subscription over there. You will start seeing a lot more content showing up on that platform first, with then reels and stuff showing up later on Facebook, on Instagram. And another place that you need to start checking out is good old Lance here has set us up over at Reddit. Now, I'm an old man who doesn't know or understand Reddit, even though it's older than me. Well, not older than me, but older than my time on social media. Yeah, I don't still get it, but you guys seem to like it.
Yeah.
Seems to be doing well. So yeah, head over there and do the things that need to happen. I don't know what you do on Reddit.
Comment. There's questions and prompts and
upvote.
Send us some karma.
Yeah,
that's
karma.
It's karma. Oh,
What?
Yeah.
See, I'm so confused.
If you don't have enough karma, you have to wait for your post to get approved.
We need karma, folks.
Right.
All right. I don't understand this, but I'm happy that people like it, and I'm happy that Lance is so gung ho and is teaching all of us the importance of
karma.
But yeah, thatcomicpodcast.com is always a place that you can go. You'll find everything that you need there for the time being. Yeah. Once again, I'm Menti.
I'm Ashko.
I'm Features.
Smash that like button.
I'm Lance.
For Lance, smash that like button, and then baby.
Hell yeah.
And you.
And you.
Release the Chronofiles.
Release the Chronofiles. Oh, that's my favorite part.
And that's that. That's that.